found out my mom has been secretly attacking my girlfriend, and I don't know how to fix it. This is the one thing you never expect to find on your partner's phone. I thought I knew my family. I thought I knew my relationship. I was wrong, and it took one accidental scroll to flip my entire world upside down. 8 years together, 10 years of trust. I've never been the emotional type. I'm the guy who stays calm in emergencies, who doesn't flinch when things fall apart. My friends joke that I process feelings the way a broken printer processes paper, slowly and with a lot of silence. And somehow, I fell in love with someone who feels everything. We've been together 8 years, known each other for 10. She's quiet but sharp, gentle but unbreakable. She's the kind of smart that doesn't need to prove it, an actual professor, but still laughs at dumb jokes and trips over her own feet when she's excited. She's shy, kind to a fault, and somehow manages to see the good in people long after they've proven they don't deserve it. She's the best person I know. No exaggeration, no competition, which is why what I found nearly made me sick. A normal night that wasn't normal. At all last night wasn't special. No argument, no tension, just a normal evening. My phone was charging, so I grabbed hers and started scrolling Instagram like I always do. We do this all the time, no secrets, no weirdness. A DM popped up from one of her close friends. Normally, I'd send back a stupid reaction photo just to mess with them. It's a running joke. But this message wasn't playful. It was comforting. Something about, you don't deserve this. And, I'm here if you need me. That stopped me. I hesitated. I knew I probably shouldn't open it, but something in my chest tightened. The kind of feeling you get right before bad news. So I opened. The messages that made my stomach drop inside were screenshots. Messages my girlfriend had sent her friend. Screenshots of texts from my mother. Not one message, not a misunderstanding, not something that could be twisted into concern. Cruel, calculated, repeated. And not all from the same day. Meaning this hadn't just happened. This had been happening. One message hit me like a punch. Maybe he hasn't proposed because you haven't given him a child. Men don't marry placeholders. I actually had to put the phone down. Enough. If you stopped dressing like a teenage boy and put on some makeup, maybe he'd see you as a wife instead of one of his little friends. Enough. You think you're special? You're lucky he even brought you home. Girls like you don't get commitment from men like him. And the one that still makes my hands shake. You're not good enough for the life he deserved. I couldn't breathe. The part that hurt the most. It wasn't just the word. It was the timestamp. These messages weren't new. They weren't sent in a heated moment. They were spaced out, thoughtful, intentional. And my girlfriend never told me. She's been waking up next to me, laughing with, planning a future with, all while carrying this garbage alone. I looked over at her, asleep on the couch, peaceful. And all I could think was how heavy this must have been sitting in her chest while she smiled through it. That realization hurt more than anything my mother said. Why she stayed silent. Here's the thing about my girlfriend. She hates conflict, not in a dramatic way, in a quiet, self-sacrificing way, the kind where she'd rather absorb pain than risk hurting someone else. She probably told herself, it's not that bad. I don't want to cause a fight. I don't want him to feel like he has to choose. She knows my mom can be intense. She knows family stuff is complicated, and she didn't want to be the reason things got worse. So she stayed quiet, and my mom took advantage of that. The anger. I wasn't prepared for. I'm not angry at my girlfriend, not even a little. I'm furious at my mother. She knows how much this woman means to me. I talk about her constantly. Anyone with ears could tell she's the center of my life. And still, she chose cruelty. Not concern, not boundary, not honesty. Cruelty. And now I'm sitting here watching my girlfriend make breakfast like nothing's wrong, while my chest feels like it's caving in. The problem I don't know how to solve. I don't know what the right move is. Part of me wants to call my mother and burn the bridge to the ground. Part of me wants to protect my girlfriend from even knowing I saw the messages, to spare her embarrassment or fear. But I also know doing nothing feels like betrayal. So here's the problem I can't ignore. How do I protect the woman I love without making her feel exposed, guilty, or responsible for my family falling apart? The truth about choosing sides. Here's what I've realized. There are moments in life where neutrality isn't kindness. Staying silent doesn't protect everyone.